afternoon now. Good afternoon. It's good to see everybody. I'm Vince, one of the team leaders, Charleston. So we start the meetings the same way every time. We believe in creating an authentic environment built on the foundation of productivity and collaboration to inspire our people to achieve their business goals and design a legacy worth leaving. I want to talk real quick about these value words. They're not to us just words on a wall, although they are words on a wall in all of the offices. But to us, it means a lot more. I kind of talked about this, I don't know if it was a couple of weeks ago or at another team meeting, how these came about. But authenticity, trust, fun, kind. I'm going to say that one again, kind, right? Growth, collaboration, and family. These are really important words because when our leadership team first came into West Ashley back in 2019, I remember going to that Holiday Inn Circle one next to right near the water, and I could stand there and I could watch the dolphins. It was pretty cool. I didn't pay attention a tremendous amount, but we sat and we spent an entire couple of days, honestly, it was a day or two, of going through very meticulously the words that we wanted to ensure embodied what we were doing and what this agent base meant. And we went and we talked to agents. We had conversations with everybody in the market center, and they've really started to stick, right? But in light of recent events, I think today's 9/11, right? We're going to see a quick video after our amazing partner around the story of a guy. His name was William Crowther, and he's known as the Red Bandana. And if you've ever seen that story, it's a real short clip. It's about a minute and some long, but we'll also send in the team meeting recap the ESPN special. It's about a 13-minute video, very emotional. But it really emphasizes this power of kindness, selflessness, unity through tragedy, right? And this has been a weird 24 hours. You've got 9/11 today. You've had some events over the last 24 hours, and we've gotten to see a lot from the standpoint of kindness, but then maybe not kindness, right? And I think just a reminder of what these words really mean, and how powerful kindness can be, is really kind of accentuated through this video of William Crowther. So we'll watch that. And then we'll go into some CTAR updates and all kinds of good stuff like that. So without further ado, we can't do great things without great partners. Marcia, come on up. Tell us what you got.
Thanks, guys. Hey guys, thanks for having me today. I always like to start with positive, especially with I'm having on home warranties. What do home warranties do? They save your clients money. So I get claims paid reports every month. These reports are just for my clients, your clients, actually, the real estate deals that have gone through. In the month August alone, Choice paid out in just my territory for your clients over $80,000. That's 1 month of savings. So congratulations, you guys, for putting home warranties on. They actually do pay and the amount of $80,000 in the month of August. So I wanted to start with that. And then second, last Friday, Choice offered a master class on the EPA mandate. It was a powerful class. It was full of information for the real estate agent to know that you can share with your clients. And so I just wanted to go through a little bit about that. Do you guys all understand what the 2025 EPA mandate that went into effect, what that is and how that's going to affect? It's a big deal. What's happened is the EPA in 2025, the mandate, they changed the type of refrigerant and the equipment that can be produced. So historically, we had R22. That was there forever. They changed that, 5 years ago to the 410A. Then they came back and said, this second one is even more worse for the environment than the first one. We've got to change it again. Well, what's different about this third one that just went into effect is there's some level of flammability in it. What that means, it's a small level, but because there is flammability, these HVAC systems now have to have more sensors, more safety features, which are going to mean more dollars. You can expect an increase in new HVACs to go up 35%, you guys. It is not a small amount. It is a big amount, and we are already seeing the effects. How this impacts your clients, and I put the challenges right up here, and it's because if they're not able to make the old parts, they're not able to make the old refrigerant, so we're gonna have a supply demand issue. And they're already seeing that they're running out. I've already had situations where it's like, hey, this isn't compatible. We can't get that compressor. We're gonna have to change the entire system out. There's no more, if they can't find it, oh, this will be able to do this instead of that. It's true. They will have to get a brand new unit if they're not able to locate the part. What that means is, you guys, there's never been a more important time to get a home warranty on those properties to help offset that cost for your home buyers. Our ultimate plan, the 660, is the one that's going to cover not just the replacement of the part, but they will help with the replacement of the system. And I really want to challenge you guys going forward when you're looking at home warranties. Please definitely look at the small print. Find what is the amount they're paying out and what is it going to cover? Is it going to cover that compatibility? And again, the ultimate R660 will cover the compatibility. What that means is, again, if they have an older unit, the compressor goes out, the big box outside, not able to find a replacement for that type, need to replace the whole unit, with the top plan choice will offset the cost by replacing both parts. If they have a lower plan, they're only going to replace the broken down equipment, and the homeowner would be responsible for the modifications. So again, it's coming into play. If anybody's interested in more information on this, I'm happy to help. We offer complimentary listing coverage. This is the time to lead with this, with the home warranty, instead of waiting for the buyer to ask, even, because they can be covered during that listing period as well. 90% complimentary. The only thing that they pay for is the HVAC, but it's a small cost of $60 not to be paid at closing. I know I have limited time, so I just want to add this. You guys, when you're working with Choice, you're working directly with me. My phone number is on every single one of these brochures. That's my cell number. You guys call me, text me. I've been talking to Heather all week. I answer my phone. I help every way I can. But I am your personal resource. I am your client's personal resource. If they are wondering how this warranty works, what's going to be covered, I'm here to help. If they're wondering after looking at the inspection report, inspectors love to write near the end of life expectancy, you got to get a new unit. Even though there's nothing wrong, it's just a 12-year-old unit. I'm happy to look at those inspection reports for you, because I can look and say, yeah, you know what? You're fine. Let's move forward with this. Or, you know what? Small repairs, get that $50 repair fixed, because it's going to be solid and golden. Or in times, you guys, I will say, I can't guarantee this. This unit's way too far gone for me to guarantee it. But you're going to get real answers from me. I'm not going to let you get into a situation where there's any kind of disappointment upon close because all of a sudden something's not covered. They didn't know about it. I said it would be covered. You're never going to get that from me. So any questions before I feel like I threw a lot at y'all? Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. If I can help in any way, please reach out, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Don't trip. Don't trip. What we got? Oh, Valerie, come on up. Let's give her a hand too.
I wanted to come here today and invite all of you to support an organization that's dear to my heart. The Ari Foss Foundation was created in 2015. It is named after my grandson, who was stillborn in 2014. And his parents decided to turn their loss into a way to help others. We are having a memorial walk on October the 4th at Park Circle to raise funds. And what we do is we fund funerals for stillbirths and infants who never make it out of the NICU. They end up passing away. We started funding 3 years ago. The first year we funded 4. Last year we did 8. This year we're up to 27. So it's a way to help families when the unthinkable happens. I brought some brochures. You can either some flyers, you can either come out and walk and donate. You can do a team, build a team, have little competitions amongst each other. We also have some vendors that'll be there and some food trucks. So if you could come out and help, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
I think one of the coolest things is having an amazing kind of hearted type agent base where there's so many things that go on in the world. And there's so many things that are near and dear to each one of your hearts, right? So we're really looking through the ALC, through our different committees, through some of the things we're doing with community engagement to bring more acknowledgement to that. And if something sounds like, hey, touches your heart and you want to give, do it, right? You have the means to do so. So thanks for coming up, Valerie. What else we got? All right,
Video.
let's watch this. Listen up.
Who is the man in the red bandana? On September 11th, 2001, a former Boston College lacrosse player named Wells Crowther became a hero, many trapped inside the World Trade Center. With the nation under attack, Wells, who worked on the 104th floor of the South Tower, started leading people to safety. Recognized only by his signature red bandana, tied over his mouth and nose so he could breathe through the smoke, Wells guided victims of the attack to the only functioning stairwell on the 78th floor. He was calm in the face of danger, even as he carried one woman down to the 61st floor before going back up to the 78th to help more. Wells was working alongside firefighters and other first responders to save lives when he ultimately lost his. To this day, his legacy is honored both inside the lacrosse community and beyond it. The PLL's annual humanitarian award bears his name, and the red bandana, often emblazoned with the number 19, has become a symbol of his heroic sacrifice. Never forget the tragic events of 9/11, and remember the name Wells Crowther next time someone asks.
So who's heard of this story? A few of you. So the story goes that apparently he was a volunteer firefighter in Nyack, New York. And Nyack, New York is, I spent time there. He's a really good buddy of mine, grew up in Nyack, New York, and actually knew Wells. And he eventually played lacrosse at, I think, BU and went on to finance and was on the 100 and something floor of the World Trade Center. And naturally, we all know the events that unfolded on that day. What's so, I'm just going to say it this way, what was so cool to me through tragedy, if you look hard enough, we can find some pretty unbelievable, just, let's call it like kindness and heroic efforts to save others. Selflessness is a word that really comes to mind when you look at, say, a guy like Wells, right? And he ended up, the story goes, there are eyewitness accounts and people that he saved that are still alive to this day, who are out actually on this ESPN documentary video. It's 13 minutes. I definitely encourage you to go and watch it. It's very inspirational. And they talked about how calm he was in the face of danger. They talked about how clear he was in articulating what had to happen through that danger. What tends to happen when there's nobody with clear leadership? Chaos. People listen to whoever's loudest. And I would assume that in a moment like that, so terrible, I bet it's pretty chaotic and pretty loud. And to have a calming voice like a Wells, right, who's completely selfless, that says, hey, get up if you can get up, and if you can, and grab whoever can get up that you can help too, if you can, and then finding a stairwell, getting them down to, let's call it the 60 or something floor where there was firemen, and then running back up 2-3 times, knowing that this is probably futile effort, right, for himself, but not for the others. That's a pretty cool thing. And I just want to look at, we were talking about it, it's been 24 years. I bet a lot of us in this room can remember exactly where we all were on this day. I bet a lot of us have some weird, crazy stories, those godly stories about loved ones that we know that, God forbid, were maybe impacted or there, right? Or that worked in the trade centers. For example, my uncle who got stuck in traffic and my other uncle who took off that day, right? Both of whom would have been in the World Trade Center sitting at their desk, right? So I think in times like this, again, the last 24 hours have been a fascinating one. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle and anything we sit on. This is not a political statement. This company is apolitical, but not a moral company, right? And kindness and unity is a very, very powerful thing, as we can tell from stories like Wells Crowther. Right? So I just wanted to remind us all of that, especially in a day and age of social media, where there are a lot of words and words matter, right? And kindness. There is nothing disarms pain, suffering, tragedy, mean threat like kindness. And if we can just remember that and appreciate that everybody has crap going on in their life, right? And just appreciate that we're all humans, this world can be a little bit of a better place. And I think we all want that. Will we agree? Awesome. So with that said, let's give a hand to Wells and all those that lost. And let's move on to a quick reminder of our belief system. The Y4C2Ts. Who's ever heard of these things? These are pretty important. The Y4C2Ts. I'm not going to do the dance. This is the best dance I got. So I'm going to read this first one. Win-win or no deal. What does that mean? What's win-win or no deal? Come together. What else?
You know, both sides to be pleased.
There's no sense in you getting ahead by pushing somebody else down. Doesn't make any sense. It's the upside. There should be upside. Everybody can win. There's so much in this world. That's the difference between abundance and scarcity. When we look at the market share of AW here in Charleston, does anybody have any idea what it is in units? It's about 8%, right? Does anybody know what that translates into from a brokerage standpoint and ranking in market share?
Number two.
Number two, solidly in number two, right? When you combine number one and number two, there's still 70% of market share out there. So there's plenty. We can come together, find win-win solutions, and everybody move forward and never feel like we lost something. Because there's so much, right? Second, integrity, do the right thing. What's that? 12 a P, it's right there. Do the right thing, right? This one's a pretty simple one. Here's what's really hard about it. Do the right thing when nobody's watching. And we're all humans, I think. And we're all fallible. We're all going to make mistakes, right? But remembering this, do the right thing, even when nobody's watching, is important. Customers always come first. What's that mean?
It's not about us.
Serve, right? You're a fiduciary. Your responsibility is to ensure that you're solving their problems, making them feel good about it, regardless of what that means for you. It's an important concept. There's a great book by Adam Grant called Give and Take. Right? Has anybody ever read that? Give and Take. Talks about givers, takers, and matchers, right? And the group that makes it the success the fastest. What do you think it is? Givers. What group do you think makes it to the top to success the slowest? Givers, actually. They both. They win in both spaces. Why? Some give too much. That's right. I said that. That's 100%. Some give to their own demise, right? There's this weird balance. But from a consumer's and from a always come first, our responsibility is to give. Compensation is a byproduct of the value we give this world. When we look at it that way, the more value that I give, the more compensation I'm going to earn in return. Yes, compensation is important because money is good for the good that it can do. And we don't get that without serving and appreciating that customers always come first. Commitment in all things, what's that?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. If you're going to do something, freaking do it. Go all in. Right? There's no sense in, my dad used to say this to us all the time, there's no sense in half, button something. Right? Yeah, it gets so much better. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. What does this one mean?
Ask questions.
Ask questions, right? Seek first to understand. Appreciate that your opinion isn't always correct. And that doesn't mean that somebody else's is either. Has anybody ever said to you, like, there's three sides to a story? There's yours and the truth, right? Ask more questions. By the way, the easiest way to lose a listing appointment is to just talk and tell them all about you. Nobody really cares, with all due respect. They care about what you can do for them. Right? The only way you can know what you can do for them is to do what? Ask questions. Creativity, ideas before results. What's that?
I think it's saying that not everybody, it's not a cookie cutter, our jobs are not cookie cutter, like. Sometimes you have to be creative to get to the result that they want.
That's right. That's right. That's 100% right. I love that, Sarah. I think straight to page 37 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent Book. Right? There's a triangle, and it's on the bottom of the triangle on the flat part, what's called the strong part, you've got a model. On top of that, right, toward the point, you've got creativity. If you use creativity first, and then you try to implement a model, it's a little bit unstable, right? As compared to model, then creativity. But model alone doesn't get the full potential of result that you could get because you're not adding any of your uniqueness, any of your creativity. That's what ideas before results means to us. There's always a way, but let's ask questions like, what if we tried this? What would it look like if we did this? What would have to be true in order for X? Right? That's creativity before results. Teamwork together, everyone achieves more. What's happening?
Do it alone.
Can't do it alone. You know what? There's a saying like self-made millionaire. I've always hated that stupid saying. Because if you asked any of them,
There's no way they did it all by
they
themselves.
never say that. They always say the only reason that I'm where I am is because of the great people around me. You can go real fast by yourself or try it. You can go way farther together and with people. And by the way, it's a lot more fun. By the way, trust starts with honesty. What's that?
Lying ain't gonna get you anywhere. It always comes out, what is lying?
People do business with people they know of and trust. Right? And what's the number one thing that buyers and sellers want in today's market? Or what are the top two things from a real estate agent that buyers and sellers want from a real estate agent? What are the top two things? You're real estate agents, right?
Communication and trust.
Yeah, it's honesty and trust, or it's experience and trust right now. Those two go back and forth. Every year it changes. What's really fascinating is it changes based on the market dynamic. Right now, it's a much more challenging market, correct? There's more variables. It's difficult, it's different, let's call it, than what it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Back then, what actually came up as the number one thing? Trust, yeah. What's coming up right now? Experience. But trust is right behind it. So trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. What's happening?
You said earlier, there's a lot of business out there. So,
Trust, equity, opportunities for all. Like everybody wants things. Let's help people get them.
There's room at the table for everybody.
Everybody deserves a seat, right? Success results through people. It's pretty simple. You don't get anything without people around. There's a thing that we talk a lot about, right? Our big why is going to drive the way that we think about something. Our thinking is going to drive the behavior that we exhibit. Our behavior over time is going to create the habits that we have. And then the habits are going to drive relationships into our life. It's those relationships that help get a result. If we don't like the result, what do? We go back to the way in which we're thinking about the issue in hand, right? And it's a feedback loop. So what's next? That's the Y4C2Ts. And this, we don't talk about it enough. And that's why we wanted to take today, be it 9/11, be it some of the events, to just remind ourselves of, hey, like this is the way in which we should live, our businesses should look. This is the company that we're partnered with. We're all a reflection of that. So a quick reminder, just around the Realtor Code of Ethics, right? I'm not a realtor.
Stephen Kahn, for those I haven't met, I'm one of the team leaders here as well. Just like he said, right now it's been a lot going on over the last 24 hours. However, these things have been going on longer than that, right? It's just a little more prevalent now. So I want to make sure that we remember as Realtor members, Article 10, this was amended 2 years ago. But it talks about not realtors not using harassing speech, hate speech, or any slurs based on race and all the protected classes. One of the things though that was amended here is realtors in their real estate employment practices. So this did not say that before. So essentially, if you said anything on social media or you said anything, out in the public, you could be held liable. Now it's been changed to where it's only when in real estate practices. Now, the issue here, you might can see, is that um on social media, if you do something or you say something from your business page, it can be perceived as that is your real estate practice, right? So then you would be held liable to this. Now, if you're on your personal page and you say something out of line, technically you cannot be held accountable or held liable to this code of ethics because it's not part of your real estate practice. However, we are a company that is apolitical, not immoral, but everybody's human beings, right? We all have emotions. We all have, and we all make decisions from emotions. So it's okay to get to an emotional state, but you have to be mindful of what you say. There's a Bible verse in Colossians that says, let your words be with grace or your conversation be with grace, seasoned with salt. Seasoned with salt means, experience, wisdom, so that you will know how to answer people. So when you get in these issues or you see things going on, make sure that you think about it, lead with grace, be kind, like we talked about. But remember, your code of ethics still matter. Whether it's in your real estate business or not, you should hold yourself to that standard. Oh, so yeah, let's fill the bucket. So tell me something good, some gratitude. We got this week.
Trevor here is doing our team.
Okay, Jeff.
Fresh to real estate.
Okay.
He's already signed a bunch of listings. He's in the office first every single day. He's grinding like no other.
Commitment. I love it. Way to go.
Yeah.
Who else?
Greg Holton, Miss Marcia are warranty rep. Me and her have been best friends this week and we've been really trying to get a deal closed so hard.
Oh, yes, that's good. It's good. Right. Yeah, and Marcia, I've done several deals with her, and some of my agents when I was at my previous brokerage before. She really does. They really do help. I mean, they really do pay. She will take your home inspections and actually look at them before you like while you're in due diligence before your client goes through with the transaction and actually closes. So please utilize her. There's a lot of companies out here that say their customer service skills or they say that they'll do certain things. She's one that I've seen personally that will definitely do it the right way. Anybody else? Grateful.
I finished the Command Kickstarter class. Highly recommend.
What was your favorite part from it?
The smart plan. I mean, the whole thing was great, but whether I'm new into it, or whether you're kind of trying to rejuvenate and figure out what all of you do, it's amazing. Well, I would highly recommend it the next time it comes around. I think October.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Smart plans.
Smart plans. Come on, like,
It's geeked right now.
I am.
Anybody else?
Holly actually helped me up. Thank you.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, I am. How we help you with what?
I had some issues with my KW email, and she just really went to work for me, to get that fixed in real time. So really appreciate it. Thank you.
Wow. Awesome. Any others?
All right. New faces. So who do we have that's brand new joined in the last 30 days? Well, we fun, right? Any transfers or anybody graduate from real estate school and just came in the industry? Anybody online?
How about the last couple of months?
Yeah.
Couple?
No.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Derek Whitechester. Married to Sarah Whitechester.
Really, you have your own identity. You have your own identity now. You're all this listening.
No, she is a great mentor and I'm having a good time. So just having a career change and enjoy.
Awesome. Well, there.
My name's Vanessa Kern. I've been with Keller Williams since May and yeah, loving it.
Awesome. Great. What was your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Jeff Hebner.
Jeff.
Been here for 3 months.
I see.
Just grinding.
Welcome to.
Crushing it.
This stuff's good. Oh, well, I've got a new face in the room. Hold on. Meredith Ledford. She's back there. Alright. She's our team leader in the Union County Charlotte office that we also run. And she's an absolute rock star. If you have a chance to say hello to her after the meeting, do so. Can also connect you with some great agents up there. One of them is with her, Robin. Right. So make sure you say hello at the end of the day. Thanks again. All right. Production. Want to run through them?
Yeah, so let's give it up for the groups. We got DFT, Chucktown, Houston team, Snook and Associates is here, and Sean Clear team.
Yeah.
That's year to date on the right side. Yes. Year to date, same, and added Ronnie and Co in there. So congratulations to them.
Some serious production.
Yeah.
Teams, 3 licenses or less.
Teams, Charleston Diggs, Stamp Group, Baskin Team, Miss Somerville, and the Noble Group for the August. And then we got Susie Cop Team.
There she is.
There we go. Alan Donald Team and Bachelor and Associates along with Charleston Diggs and Stamp.
Right.
Good stuff. And then individual. Do we have anybody on?
Valerie's in here.
Valerie's in here. That's awesome.
Killing in August. And if you see anybody else in the office, please congratulate them. That's huge. Diana with 5 million. That's a
That's a good month.
yeah. And Deanna as well. That's a great month. And then we got year to date on this side, right? So Diana, Amy, Deanna, Trenton, Stella, Lad, Shenandoah, Lauren, Jay, and Crystal.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Congratulations.
All right.
Yeah, so now, so we want to do something different with team meetings to make sure that we let you guys know who the leadership team is, what our roles are, what we're doing, and how you can help, but then also how you can benefit as well. So our first department is going to be the agent services team, which I'm excited about because they're the direct benefit to you all. So Kristen,
That's the man. Watch this.
All right. So my name's Kristen Tate. I've met a lot of you all already. I'm the Director of Agent Services. If you don't see me in one office, I'm probably in the other. So I bounce between West Ashley, Mount Pleasant, and the Somerville offices as well. So I rotate, but if you see me in the office, come see me. My office is always with the finance team. I am not a part of finance, but what you will realize are the connectors to the resources. So if you need questions answered, or don't know who to go to for what, come to us. And that's really our space. We're the connector to the resources.
Yep. And I'm Holly, the agent services coordinator. I'm usually in the West Ashley office. I'm over here today to teach a class, so I'm excited for that. I'm also your market center tech trainer. So all things KW technology. I geek out about the tech. You guys should know this. If you don't, you will. So I really like to teach the tech, teach you how to use it to work smarter, not harder in your business. So that's a big passion of mine. And I also run the real estate scholarship for anyone who wants to get their license. I have a few graduates in here, which I'm really excited about. And so just excited to be part of the team, and happy to help. If you guys see me, feel free to ask questions, can connect you with a ton of resources as well. Yeah. And then
Kenya. Kenya is on the Zoom world over at West Ashley today, which she is normally in Mount Pleasant.
She's really sad to miss team meeting today. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Kenya.
She is our, she's part of the agent services team. She's our office coordinator here in Mount Pleasant. She's typically here 10 to 3. Stop in and see her. She does make a world of a
makes your day,
difference.
honestly.
She will make your day. So if you need just someone to pep you up, that is your girl. But she can help you connect to anything Mount Pleasant over here as well. Resources, all those good things. All right. All right.
So one of the things we also wanted to do is we
Oh,
wanted
we're
to
not
put. Not yet. We're not done with that.
Started, Sarah.
We wanted to bring, so one of the things that is big to us is constantly modeling growth, how to different approaches to growing business, to running business, the whole 9 yards. And again, going back to those culture points, together we achieve more, right? There has been some amazing stories that our brokerage, which is literally all of you, right? The 420 agents in our brokerage here in Charleston, right? That have put up on the board some unbelievable achievements. Many of them, right, supported and assisted by our agent services department. Their core priority is agent experience, ensuring that you have all of the resources you need to run the business that you want to run, right? As well as help with never having people feel like they have to leave or want to leave, right? And we track that in things like attrition rate. So we wanted to celebrate the fact that in West Ashley and Mount Pleasant, we have attrition rates, right? The amount of people that come in, that leave, of about 26 and 30%. And the average right now, from what everybody is saying and some of the different sources out there, is between 35 and 40% for averages.
Yeah.
This is attrition rate. Let me put it this way: 87% of those that get into the business of real estate leave in how many years? 5, actually. 87%. But who said 2? Few said 2. Right? More than 50% of those individuals that get into real estate leave in the first 2 years. Right? That's a wild statistic. When you look at the whole agent base or the whole agent body, right? Let's call it NAR, National Association of Realtors. You're, from a brokerage perspective, you're seeing about 30 in a normal market, let's call it, right? Or a good market, you see between 30-32% attrition rates. Now you're starting to see much higher attrition rates, up near 35 and 40, but not here. That's a beautiful thing. And a lot of that is, one, you're all doing what you need to do. You're getting into business, you're getting into trainings, you're continuing to serve, and the agent services team has done a great job of providing those resources. So let's give them a hand in that.
Steven? Next slide. Yeah, no, we're good.
Election.
Yes, so as a whole, so these numbers are percent wise is net agent gain across the company. West Ashley's in the top 10% of all market centers, and there are 780 KW offices. Mount Pleasant is top 20%, which puts Charleston as a whole about 15% of all market centers across the world in KW, which is huge.
No joke. Like, that's pretty cool.
We don't want anyone to leave, but it, like he said, it's a natural progression. Yeah. But this, I mean, it's a huge honor when sometimes we take it very hard when people leave or want to get up with something. We take it very hard. So for us, seeing these kind of numbers is like reaffirming what we're doing is making a difference. So thanks.
I think it's important too, because sometimes it's hard when you care to see the forest through the trees. And what we want to do with some of these numbers is celebrate all of you, right? And to celebrate the leadership team, right? Specifically the agent services department today and all of their efforts, right? Leadership is a thankless place. Let's just call a spade a spade. And I know how hard they work to make sure these numbers, things like these numbers, come to reality. So it's a really cool thing. Is there another statistic to this?
Yeah. There's a couple.
Well, yeah, K-Score, this is my baby. So as of right now, we have 204 students who are currently enrolled in the Greater Charleston Scholarship. That is now granted, that is people whose class might be expiring today and people who got signed up yesterday. So a good range, but that's that's do your 30.
If I can finish it, I can finish it.
Yep.
Okay.
So thank you guys all. I just want to point out like 42 agents in the organization have referred me people. I also get them from online leads as well, but I mean, I really want to celebrate these 42 agents who consistently give me people to put in the scholarship, to give them this opportunity. Keller Williams created this partnership because we wanted to break for the scholarship. To break down the barrier for those who might not be able to get into real estate because the classes are so expensive. If y'all Googled it recently, it's like anywhere between $500 and $800. And so to break down that barrier and give that opportunity to people, like we absolutely love that. So thank you for giving them. And then like 109 student referrals from these 42 agents in this last year. So very exciting. And I mean, and this helps you. And for anyone who has questions about K-Score, please feel free to reach out. This can help you with your profit share downline if you're interested in growing it. So, you know, money that the profit we make goes back to you guys for referring. So I always keep your name associated with the student as they go through the process to make sure that you get them in your downline at the end of the process. Yeah. 201 Club.
Yeah,
I love this. Okay, so 43% of our people who are in command, who use command, 43% are in the 201 club of our agent base are in the 201 club. Does anybody know what the 201 who doesn't know what the 201 club is? Okay, cool. So these are some fun statistics. I love math, I love numbers. So we see at Keller Williams across the board agents who have 201 plus contacts in their database and are systematically communicating with them 36 times a year are earning an average of $120,000 in GCI. So there are two really key points here. First, if you don't have 201 people that you were talking to in your database, you need to start lead generating and building those numbers up. All right. The second, and I think is the most important piece, is a 36 touch plan. This is a systematic plan for communicating with your database on a yearly basis. And think about it, once a month newsletters, that's 12 touches a month. Once a month market stats, that's another 24. You add in some like birthday cards, birthday phone calls, text, a quarterly call plan, just calling them 4 times a quarter, and you're almost there. So you just have a couple little touches to personalize and make your own. That can be events or just like happy holidays, y'all. So I think these are the two most important things. If you guys are in command, command can do a lot of the 36 on your behalf or give you the task reminders to do them. So these are, I'm really proud of this 43% who are in this club.
Let's go ahead.
Right, so we are always working to improve things, and we are all ears, but these are some of the things, for anything that you see and want, if you want to suggest things to us, please come to us, we love that. But here are some areas of opportunity that we're always working to improve. So one, agent training to arm you all with the resources that you need to build strong and sustainable businesses. So if you have training ideas or something you don't see on the calendar that you would love to see, come to us. Come to me specifically. I deal with the training calendar with the education committee, so we would love to make that happen. Secondly, AI and tech classes. AI is huge right now. And obviously Holly just spoke to 201 Club as well. Why to do that? So she is AI series on actually this week.
Yeah, I have a virtual one. I had one that I ran on Tuesday in person. I'm going to be running a virtual version of the exact same class next Thursday, 12:30 to about 2 o'clock via Zoom. But it's a 3-part series. So the next part in the series is going to be lead gen strategies and your conversions with AI. Really just tracking your numbers, helping you come up with strategies, thinking outside of the box. And then the third one will be KW building websites with AI. And I do specifically speak to the KW website feature, but I'm sure you can plug in the code to any website that you're using. So we just talked about that. So those are 2 AI classes that are going to be coming up. And then Canva is here. Y'all, KW just partnered with Canva. It launched last Thursday. I'm doing a training after team meeting today on that partnership. So if you have a command, you have a Canva Pro account and you don't have to spend the $15, $20 a month for your current pro. So stay after team meeting to come learn that with me.
Awesome. Yes, and then, which is amazing to save another.
Like, can we just talk about how cool that is?
I know.
Like Gemini too, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, we have.
Gemini Pro, through your KW email address. Also, so working with ALC leadership and some other agents that have raised their hand for some opportunities. We're always working to create more community amongst everybody. Some of those things include reigniting the supper club that has been brought up a couple times and just going to restaurants around town.
Yes,
Happy
happy hour
hours.
restaurant a month. I think Palatos or however you say it, Lotto is gonna be the next one on the list. I've been dying to try it.
Happy hours, community initiatives, so giving back. And some people have raised their hands to kind of do those and kind of support back into our community.
Yeah.
And then client events. So we're still working on finding an alternative for Fall Fest, but this is something that we're very passionate about, having leverage for you all. In that you don't have to logistically plan something at this big of a level. So these are always areas of focus for us, that we're always looking to improve. And if you have ideas, we're all ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
those that didn't go to the Summerfest, like we're consistently and constantly looking
Yeah.
for events like that we could put on support so that everybody can invite their databases and really benefit from a great event at scale. So.
Yeah, and if you guys want to lead anything, if you guys want to lead something, if you're really passionate about something and you're like, hey, I want to invite a bunch of people to this thing that I do every Thursday, like please raise your hand and we'd love to get it out to the agent base. We'd love to help you promote it and just create the communities around the things that you guys like to do, not just the things that we like to do.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let's get this way to hang. Alright.
Yeah.
Don't give them a hand yet, but it's all right.
Again, I was talking about AI coding. I coded you guys agent resource websites. So those W-9s that you need Joseph to sign, the referral agreements that you need him to sign, you need to know how to get paid, you need your logos. All of that is going to be here. Your training calendar is going to be here. So no more, you don't have to like go to 4 different sites to find everything. It also has your command website already linked onto it. So you can just command an email and it'll just pull all that up for you. It's got our Facebook page, YouTube, all the things. So now I do have Mount Pleasant versus West Ashley just because the directories are a little different. But please make sure you bookmark these to your homepage. So if you want to see the training calendar, it's there. If you want to RSVP, it's there. It's just all here. And there's like a little button. If you have feedback for us, you can submit that to us as well in an anonymous way. So we can just hear what you guys want to do.
Anonymous and kind way.
I like that.
Sure. That's yours.
Awesome.
Right. Hey, you cannot do without people like this department and just in Alec and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, so really quickly, we're gonna fly through this a little bit, but I wanted to bring something to your attention. At the CTAR summer conference, they talked about this. I wanted to share this with you all. There are, just like Zillow has done acquisitions of other companies, Rocket just did a big move as well. So they purchased Redfin, which we all know Redfin is a real estate brokerage, right? They purchased Redfin. They also acquired and purchased Mr. Cooper, which is a mortgage servicing company, right? One of the largest. And they are essentially building an end-to-end platform to keep a consumer in their ecosystem for 13 years. Most people, buy it, sell their home, 5, 7, 10 years, it continues to increase. They want to make sure that you stay in there for 13 years-ish and keep that consumer within their ecosystem. What does that do for us? What does that mean for us? We have to be more marketable and more, we got to button our client services and our client experiences up, so that we continue to make sure that we have the market share. They are trying to take it away from you, right under your feet, and then you really wouldn't even know these things were happening, but I'm telling you, it's there. The dashboard that they have created also, so when that consumer goes in and will submit their payment for the mortgage payment, it gives them refinance options right there. It tells them who their agent was, and if they want to sell, it has an agent there that says, hey, if you want to sell, here's the Redfin agent for them to reach out to. It's getting to a point where you have to again continue to make sure you have those 36 touch plans. We got to make sure you have the people in your database and you are staying top of mind, because if you are not, they are. So we have a real estate agent, we have a real big issue with follow-up, right? They don't. Next slide.
You did so good for me, Stephen.
Oh, sorry. And then lastly, so AI, we talked about this a lot. Holly has the AI classes, but just want to make sure y'all kind of really understand where we are. AI is already here. If you haven't started using it, please start somewhere. But it automates up to about 37% of real estate tasks, really meaning that, hey, you can leverage this, right? It is not something that you need to put aside, put away, but also make sure that a lot of people are using it for listing descriptions and things like that. Just also make sure that it's not like super, super long. There are certain things that consumers just are not paying attention to anymore. The one thing that AI doesn't have is that human element, right? So make sure that you guys are still going back, reviewing those things, because you will and can be responsible for whatever it's putting out. You're still a real estate agent. You can't just say, oh, I copied it from ChatGPT or Gemini. You're still responsible for misadvertising things. And then lastly, so your competitive edge over this, you have the local expertise, make sure you remain top of mind. And then of course, our KW advantage is that collaboration with Gemini and making sure that we have the training tools and resources for you guys to be successful. Next slide. So some CTAR MLS updates. So SER Mania, Realtor Mania. This is the state conference. It'll be next week. It's the 16th to the 18th. There's still a couple of seats for the 18th. There's a continuing education day where it's a few classes and you'll get continuing education. So we're gonna, in the team meet and recap, we'll send that out for you guys to register there. RPR, so somebody mentioned, Bill Bird actually brought RPR up and was like, hey, can we get this back? I went and presented to the board last month about it. And they accepted the proposal and are reviewing RPR now to see if we can get that back. So your voice does matter. Please speak up when you see something or you would like a service back that we previously had. Cloud MLX and Cloud Streams, you all should have gotten an email, but this retires on September 16th. So if you currently use that, please make sure that you go and download everything out of there, because you will not have access after the 16th. And then the MLS dashboard. So MLS dashboard is being updated to a different system. It will look totally different at the end of, it's supposed to be by the end of September 30th. So it'll be different when you go in there, but you'll still have the same accesses. The icons will just be a little different.
Let's go back one slide.
Oh yeah, sure.
So one of the things that Steve and I was talking about, and we said, all right, so all of this stuff about AI is here. Okay, good, great. That's spectacular, right? What does a tool do? A tool creates effectiveness and efficiency in the systems that I operate. It's very, very important to understand. Tools simply do not replace the system. They create efficiency and effectiveness in the system that I'm operating, whether it's my lead gen system, whether it's my consumer experience system. And one of the ladies at Mega Camp who was speaking was with Gemini and Google. And she said, AI is not going to replace real estate agents. She said, however, the real estate agents that use AI will replace those that don't. And what's powerful about that is it emphasizes the fact that AI is a tool. It is not a replacement. It is a co-pilot. And when I think about what is our competitive edge, all of these things, right? The humanity, the human aspect, our local expertise, our relationships, right? AI can't replicate that stuff. Yet, what is consumer experience? It's service, insight, and access, right? Said differently, unique access, unique insight, unique service. That's the differentiator. And you can get that, you cannot get that through AI. So when I think about what we have to do, and we hear about this ecosystem and this true platform, a platform creates connection, manufactures a transaction. That's what Rocket Mortgage just did, was they completed the platform, right? In everything from eyeballs, right, to basically attention, right? To generate leads, to loan origination, to loan servicing, right? Keep it all in and actually being able to transact because of the real estate agent. We can do that on a local level. I know that sounds crazy, but with our vendor relationships and our partnerships, right, with our brokers, with agents within the brokers, there's all kinds of things that we can do to insulate and bring value to our database, right? All around unique insight, unique access, and unique service. So we'll do more trainings and things of that nature. But we wanted to throw this out because one, this was at the summer conference and people are talking about it. Two, leveraging AI in a way that creates efficiency and effectiveness in the systems that you operate, specifically your consumer experience system, is paramount to success moving forward. Because the efficiency gap of those that use it and those that don't is too large. Does that make sense? And then three, dive into the trainings. But this stuff shouldn't scare us. It should just guide us. We don't want to be Debbie Downers here. Oh, AI is going to make this industry so hard. No, it's not. It's going to make it actually easier so that we can serve at a higher level. We just have to look at it that way. Anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, it's just how you look at it. It's how you use it, right? It's perspective. And again, like you said, it's just a tool. You don't have to use it always, but use it when you need to so that you can leverage it and really scale your business.
And then we're going to throw out the trainings. There's a bunch of trainings coming up in the because of time. We're going to put those in the recaps. There is a big training coming up, and that's the what's that called up in what Ashburn?
Well, the Mega Agent Summit.
The Mega Agent Summit.
Okay.
So we'll send that out, but the Mega Agent Summit is an amazing opportunity to go and learn, as well as connect with other agents in the Carolinas region. And then lastly, here's my Calendly, here's Steven's Calendly. If you ever want to talk business, you just want somebody to listen, you want to learn more about a particular model that maybe you want to implement, right? Jump on these calendars, one of them, we don't care whose, right? And let's talk about it. So we want to make sure that we're constantly accessible, that we're always there to guide you, that we're always there to help connect you to other resources. We don't know everything. I know very little, and I typically know where to find the answer. So jump on our calendars. We're humbled to be in business with y'all. To the top we grow together.
Oh, one more thing. We had one person online, Felicia Grant. She's a new person as well. So I told her that we was gonna shout her out. So all right, Jill. Thank you.
Bananas.
What is this bananas here? Like, what is this? What is going on? This is, it's.